Alright, what's up, everybody? This is Terminator Juice, and this is going to be my top, well, not really top 10, because I don't have 10, so my most anticipated games of 2016. Unlike Rob from Rule of Two Review and Red Knight, I couldn't come up with 10 games that I'm genuinely excited for, and for a game to make this list, it has to be a day one purchase. So that's kind of how I did it. Couple disclaimers. There are some games that would be in my I'm excited to see more of category, but not quite, super excited or anticipated going to buy it day one. Horizon's one of those games, PS4 exclusive. We've seen the game 3 times now, and it's basically they show us the same thing every time. One area and taking down the giant mechanized dinosaur creatures. So I want to see more before I know, if I'm going to consider getting that game in the future. They need to show more areas and I find out what the actual rest of the gameplay is going to be about. The other one is Hive Jump. Now, I guess there is some gameplay of it, but I personally haven't seen enough to know for sure. But I'm really intrigued. That one just almost made the list, but I just want to see a little bit more gameplay, and I haven't seen it in a while. Probably should have watched the trailer again, but yeah, those two games for sure. Then you got Quantum Break. I'm not sold one way or the other. I'm kind of 50-50 on that game. I like that they got some actors instead of just generic characters, so maybe the performances will be a lot better because the actors they got are pretty good. But getting big name actors and stuff doesn't guarantee a quality game. So that one I need to see more. And then the last one would be Gears 4 or whatever they're calling it. If that game makes it out in 2016, I was burnt out by Gears 3. I barely made it through the game. I was so bored. It didn't challenge me. It was just shooting things. So with that out of the way, I also want to just say that I believe Horizon's going to get delayed till 2017. Quantum Break, I feel pretty confident that's going to come out this year. Hive Jump obviously coming out this year, but I think Horizon, Gears 4 are potential delay games that get delayed. So I'm gonna play a little Tomb Raider here, the reboot. Got it on ultimate settings on my new graphics card, so I just wanted to see. It runs at 60 frames per second, and so we'll go through the list. So we're gonna start. I only have 7 on my list, and of course there's gonna be a talking session or talking scene as soon as I want to do this. I'll skip it. I can't. So I had 7 on my list. So we're gonna start at number 7. A game that I didn't even know about until the indies at home during E3. It's called Rive. It's a 2D side-scrolling dual-stick shooter action, just crazy action and music. It was just a fantastic demo, and I'm not sure when that game's hitting, but I'm super excited to play that game, the final game. I played through the Indies at Home demo probably 5-6 times, and it's fantastic. So it's very challenging but hectic, and it's just super excited to play that full version of that game. Hopefully, it doesn't have any bugs or anything. Oh yeah. While I try to remember how I do this here. So yeah. So number 6 on my list. You might think it's maybe kind of low, but it's The Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess HD. I do want to see more before. I pre-ordered it, but I do want to see that they actually added some gameplay elements like gyro controls, a la Wind Waker, and hopefully refined them a little bit. Now that I'm used to Splatoon, I'm really looking forward to gyro controls. And that also, the other thing I'd like to see some, like Red Knight said right away, speed up the initial section, and I'm hoping for get rid of the loading screens in between areas. But I don't know. I don't know what that's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. I want to play it again. I've been wanting to play it again. And yeah, I have the game, but it just, not to be a graphics whore or anything, but it does look pretty bad. It hasn't aged gracefully. And also, I've always wanted to play the GameCube version without the mirrored, have a left-handed Link. And so this would be the chance to do that. And I take advantage of, the Miiverse and other features on the Wii U that I really love. So number 5 is, this might surprise some people, but it's Unraveled. The EA published indie game. I guess it's technically an indie game, indie developer, but EA either bought the company or just bought the publishing rights for this game. It looks fantastic, like from a platformer standpoint. It's very unique. The controls look a little floaty, so I have a little bit of concern, but it's definitely a game I'm excited for, and if it turns out to be what it should be, then it's a day one purchase for me. So next up, sorry, Ms. T, but Star Fox Zero is my number 4 game. Now, I don't have a problem with how the game looks. I think it looks fine. But Star Fox has, in my opinion, had one amazing game and one really great game, and that's about it. The amazing game was the original for me, just for the time it came out. It was awesome. There was nothing else like it, and I freaking love that game. Star Fox 64 was a great game, but I did not get into it as much as I did the original. So, but when I do think about getting a new Star Fox game, I do get pretty excited. I just hope that the gamepad support turns out to be actually fun.
That looks like a good spot to hook into.
To actually play, because I definitely I'm gonna try out the new control scheme. I'm not just gonna be one of those people that are like, oh, I'm just gonna use a pro controller. I want to try. I'm gonna give it a fair shot. I don't know what I'm doing there. So yeah, Star Fox Zero. Number 3, and this technically isn't its own game, but Bayonetta and Smash Brothers. That was almost my number 2. Like, I'm so excited to play Bayonetta and Smash Brothers for Wii U. Bayonetta 2 is my game of the year 2014, and Smash Brothers is my most played game in 2015 with like almost 130 hours. I see that happening again this year with the inclusion of Bayonetta and Corrin. I think Corrin looks like a great character, and the moveset looks pretty good. So yeah, that's my number 3. My number 2 is, check your screen, because it's the sequel to the game I'm playing right now, Rise of the Tomb Raider. And oh yeah, it came out in 2015. Well, on Xbox One it did, and 360. But on PC it comes out January 28th, which is right around the corner. Under 3 weeks away. I'm very excited. Got my new graphics card in anticipation of that game. And just really looking forward to it.
Glad you moved.
I'm gonna skip that. And I can't wait to play it, because I love the climbing, the mechanics of this game. The combat actually is fun. The leveling up's cool. And the Rise of the Tomb Raider, it looks like they took the character models to a whole nother level. And like the atmosphere, the background, everything looks fantastic. So I'm just really looking forward to playing that game and seeing it on my PC. Because as you can look, I mean, this game looks good, but Lara Croft, like her face and stuff, compared to the new game, it's pretty drastic how much more they improved, made her look more actual human and look real. Whereas, I mean, this looked good in 2013, but she just looks a bit off. So I'm really looking forward to Rise of the Tomb Raider. So my number 1 game, obviously. I mean, anybody that's watched my channel more than a couple times would know. The Legend of Zelda Wii U. I mean, it's just, the game looks phenomenal. The art style looks like one of the best art styles I've ever seen. I'm just hoping that that it comes out in 2016 and it's a Wii U game. So there's not much else to say about it, except I love the Zelda franchise, and this one looks just amazing. The open world, the art style, everything together, just, it's just phenomenal. So that's definitely my number one. And you know, for anyone that's wondering, you know, where's the 3DS games, I'm really not. I mean, I'll probably pick up Fire Emblem Fates someday down the road, but it's not a day one purchase. It's gonna have to be, if Zelda's let's say it's a, you know, fall game, then, and there's really nothing in between Star Fox and you know, Zelda, then I'd probably pick that up. And that's probably one of the scenarios where I could pick that game up earlier this year. But otherwise, it might be a 2017 game, or, you know, late 2016. So that's why that didn't make it. The other 3DS games are almost all RPGs. I'm not gonna get Hyrule Warriors Legends, because I already have that game on the Wii U and I hardly play it. And this controller's vibrating like it wants me to see something. There it is.
Used to boost the immune system.
So yeah, 3DS is probably not gonna get turned on much this year. I bought the new 3DS, and you know, it really helped with Smash. But with Smash for Wii U out, it's almost pointless to have Smash on 3DS now. And Hyrule Warriors, I gave up on that game on the Wii U. I'm not. If some new content comes, I might consider based on the price. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for my most anticipated games of 2016. So wondering what your guys is what you're excited for. And also, I didn't say this, I probably should have in the beginning. There's no reason to count games that may or may not be announced this year, like a 3D Mario game. We don't know that the NX is coming out in 2016. We don't know that any other games are coming out. I'm sure the Wii U's got more, maybe one or two games we don't know about, but there's just too much uncertainty. So I guess if we get a announcement, NX is coming 2016, and we should see some games, then I'll do a new list, because I guarantee you a 3D Mario game is going to be number 2 if they announce it for 2016. So so yeah, I'll just do another list when we find out more. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you like the gameplay type videos I've been doing. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see.